A sly smirk turns into a giggle that becomes a chuckle and ultimately forms a full-bellied laugh. Ever since people began to laugh, there has been comedy, and at the very heart of the art is the comedian.
I am formerly Tommy Savage, now known as the Tommy Lama, L-A-M-A.
One of my favorites, Glen has always been one of my favorites. Howie Miller, Lars Kallio.
I really like Lawrence, one of the first guys up. He was pretty funny. I liked him a lot.
Whether it's racy and crude or slapstick in music, Calgary's Funny Fest Comedy Festival has a bevy of over 70 comedians from all over Canada and the US. Some of these comedians really did quit their day jobs to become comedy professionals.
I went to law school. I have a license, actually. I'm licensed in New York and Connecticut.
I actually had a pretty good job. I was a copywriter in an advertising agency, and I probably was on my way to becoming a Don Draper, minus the booze and the chicks.
There's some definite funny business going around town, so skip out on the gym because you're guaranteed to burn some calories.
Definitely about 3,500 calories, and my abs are going to hurt tomorrow. The only diet I would ever recommend.
With 11 nights and 7 different locations throughout the city, there's no question why Funny Fest has been a Calgary tradition for 14 years.
I said to myself, let's share the gift of laughter with everyone, but let's make sure that people really embrace stand-up comedy and the comedy arts, which is also an art and science.
Real comedy requires more than just a joke. The pros give us some tips on how to crack a smile on even the sternest of faces.
The funny part goes at the end. And it sounds silly, right? But you wouldn't believe how many people keep talking after they've delivered the punchline.
The essence of great stand-up comedy is you have great timing, great delivery, and a fantastic foundation of comedy writing.
Delivery and timing depend on the joke. So how do these funny folks come up with their material?
I have a lot of cultural jokes, jokes about my background and growing up in Alberta, growing up in a very multicultural environment.
Honestly, we can't take each other very seriously. When we try to write together, it just turns into absolute banter about whatever happened that day.
Every generation has their own comedic classics, whether it be Charlie Chaplin or Eddie Murphy. It's not only the jokes, but the performance that makes them great. So why not check out the next best thing? From Jim Carrey to Glen Foster, come check out Calgary's Funny Fest. For Shaw TV, I'm Aman Gill.